What's up, guys? Welcome back to Slip the Jab. It's the weekend again, and as mentioned in my previous video, we've got a couple of big fights. I've already previewed the Zhilei Zhang versus Joe Joyce fight, and now we're looking at the other major fight this weekend between Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo. This fight is to be contested at 168 pounds, the super middleweight division, in which Canelo reigns supreme. He is the undisputed champion of this division. He has completely cleared it out, with his only recent loss coming when he moved up to light heavyweight in a fight against Bivol that he lost. But at super middleweight, he is undefeated and a complete handful for anyone matching up against him. On the other side of the ring, you of course have Jermell Charlo. He is also undisputed, but not at super middleweight, obviously, as Canelo has those belts, and not actually at middleweight either. He is an undisputed fighter at light middleweight, or junior middleweight, as it's known on the Ring Magazine's website. This is the 154 pound weight limit, in which he reigns supreme as the undisputed champion. In the build-up to this fight, Canelo was supposed to, or rumoured to, face off against Charlo's brother, twin brother, Jermell. However, he's ended up fighting Jermell. Jermell Charlo fights at the 160 pound middleweight division, so could be seen as a more comfortable transition up to 168 than for Jermell, who has been fighting at 154 pounds. Comparing the brothers as a matchup, Jermell is more decorated, being the undisputed champion at his respective division, with his brother only having one belt at middleweight, but he does have a more significant weight difference to make up in preparation for this fight. A lot of talk has been made about whether that size increase is just too much. You can tell from his brother that Jermell has the frame to support that kind of size, but is he going to be comfortable at that weight? Because he has not been fighting there, whereas Canelo has routinely been in the super middleweight weight category and even been as high as 175, and has done that a number of times in his career. Some pundits and critiques have viewed this fight as a money opportunity only for Charlo. I think there's an element of that involved. This is a big money fight. Canelo is arguably the biggest name in boxing, if not one of the biggest names in boxing. There's a lot of money to be made on this fight. It would be stupid for Charlo to turn down this opportunity. However, I do think that he believes he has a good chance, and he's not just a lamb going to the slaughter and to take a loss and then take the payday, though the payday of course is a big benefit to him. Regardless of this, I am going to have to go with Canelo Alvarez for the win on this fight. I do think that his dominance at 168 is unfounded and his brilliance is too much. He didn't look amazing against Triple G, but he has been generally active over the last few years. The same can't quite be said in the same aspect or the same level of active as Canelo's achieved for Jermell Charlo. Charlo has fought 4 times since November 2019, and Canelo has fought 8 times in the same span of time, and against arguably high level opposition, not to take anything away from Charlo though. Charlo, naturally being of smaller stature or fighting at a lighter weight class, might make him slightly more elusive than some of the fighters that Canelo has been up against. However, Canelo has been up against some very high level defensive fighters who are very elusive and tough to beat, and he still hit the target with them. So I wouldn't expect him to constantly miss and have to take this to a decision. I think he's going to get a stoppage victory in this fight. I don't think he's going to rush, and he's not the kind of fighter who has rushed into an early knockout victory. But I do think in those mid-late rounds, round 8, round 9, he will get a stoppage. Charlo himself did say that he wanted to be great when asked about the difficulty in facing Canelo, so hats off to him to fight in such a tough opponent, but I think he's in for a rough night. I think this sentiment has been echoed across the majority of boxing analysts and fans. I think everyone is backing Canelo to take the victory here. Anyway, that's my quick preview and prediction of this fight. I'm interested to see who really comes out on top. I'm expecting Canelo to win, but I'd be impressed if Charlo can pull off an upset, and it would be a very exciting night of boxing if he did. Otherwise, I think Canelo is just going to have a routine night. Thanks for watching, and take it easy. This has been Slip the Jab.